Hi there, it's Dovdas, Favro Senior Product Expert, and today we will be talking about the newest Favro feature, Main Status Fields. Yes, you heard it right. You asked for it and we delivered. The Main Status field that will allow you to choose either shared or board status and apply to multiple Kanbans at the same time. Now in this example, we have a product beta backlog and some few beta team sprint boards. And previously, when you wanted to update a status in the Kanban by moving a card on a different stage, you would need an automation to update a status in the backlog. Now, with the newest update, you will not need these automations. By simply going to any of the Kanban boards, choosing the main status setting, we can choose and take a look at the current main status of the Kanban. We have beta sprint. We can make changes, and if you go to sharing and permissions, we can convert this to a shared field. By doing that, we can then add this main status to the backlog. And now, making changes on the Kanban will automatically update that status in the backlog. With this feature, you can also now apply the same status on multiple Kanban boards. We have this Team 2 sprint board. Go into the same main status settings. And here we can change the main status field, where we can select various board statuses or shared statuses. In this step, we apply the mapping. We define where we want our cards to be when moving to the status field we selected in the previous step. For example, cards that used to be in the review stage, we want them to be in blocked. And finally, a few additional options. Automations. We can choose if you want to update all the automations on this board according to the mapping that we applied. Or status values of cards. We can replace the status values. This option ensures that the mapping takes priority, so if person search has a value for the beta sprint field, that value will be ignored and will be updated based on the mapping of the status field that we set up in the previous step. If, however, you want to keep the value of beta sprint that the person search has, then you should select the second option, keep previous values. In our case, we want to make sure that our cards stay in the current stages in the flow, so we will choose the default option and replace the status values. And that's it. As you can see, the person search card stayed in the same position, but it actually moved on a different board. Now, when we make changes on one of those boards, that will apply to the other sprint and, of course, to the backlog. Now, if you're planning to make changes to the main status, for example, updating one of the status names, you will get a message informing that this change will apply not just to this, but all other boards where the main status is connected. Same goes if we would like to rearrange. Same message. Or if we would like to delete one of the columns, a message will inform you that this deletion will also apply all other boards and delete all the cards in these columns and these stages. Finally, with the main status field feature release, we're also introducing required fields. By simply going to any of the board main status settings, we can access the rules for the selected status field menu. Now here we can find the statuses of the board and one of the new features, card fields required to move card. Here we can select fields that are required in order the card to move into a different stage. You can select from various options. Let's choose members and save. Now, of course, again, this will apply to multiple boards where the main status is set. And when is that done? When we move the card into a different stage, we will be notified that a field needs to be filled in order to proceed to the next stage. And that was it about the newest Favro feature, main status, and the addition of the required fields. I hope this was helpful. And as always, enjoy using Favro.